welcome to Tales of Honor Podcast, a podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every recipient of the Medal of Honor. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tales of Honor Podcast, the only podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every Medal of Honor recipient as you know. I'm your host, Christoph Ambrosch. And today's episode is episode number 256 and takes place during World War II. And now, a tale of honor. In Fulton, New York, Carlton was born on the 24th of November, 1919. A month before his 21st birthday, he enlisted in the U.S. Army from Albany, New York, and while not much is known about his early life and service, we do know that he stood about 5 feet 4 inches and weighed in at 125 pounds. Carlton was deployed to Europe and was part of the Allied invasion at Normandy on D-Day, and it was his actions on that day with the 18th Infantry, 1st Infantry Division that would earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "For gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty, on 6 June 1944, in the vicinity of Saint-Laurent-sur-Mer, France. On the morning of D-Day, Private Barrett, landing in the face of extremely heavy enemy fire, was forced to wade ashore through neck-deep water. Disregarding the personal danger, he returned to the surf again and again to assist his floundering comrades and save them from drowning. Refusing to remain pinned down by the intense barrage of small arms and mortar fire poured at the landing points, Private Barrett, working with fierce determination, saved many lives by carrying casualties to an evacuation boat lying offshore. In addition to his assigned mission as guide, he carried dispatches the length of the fire-swept beach. He assisted the wounded. He calmed the shocked. He arose as a leader in the stress of the occasion. His coolness and dauntless daring courage while constantly risking his life during a period of many hours had an inestimable effect on his comrades and is in keeping with the highest traditions of the U.S. Army." Carlton himself was wounded during these actions, as one would imagine, yet he continued to run up and down Omaha Beach. He received the Medal of Honor on the 17th of November, 1944, in a ceremony at Paris, and would be only one of 4 to receive the medal for actions on D-Day, along with Jimmy Monteith Jr., John Pinder, and Theodore Roosevelt Jr. Carlton continued to serve in the Army until his retirement as a staff sergeant in June of 1963, and not much else is known about his later life. Carlton William Barrett died on the 3rd of May, 1986, at the age of 66, and is buried in the Napa Valley Memorial Park and Mortuary in Napa, California. And that was a Tale of Honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor Podcast. Head on over to talesofhonorpodcast.com where you can read these stories, see other ways to support the show, and easily share a story with your friends and family. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Christoph Ambrosch. Thanks for listening.